Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another fabulous CB and the Boys radio show. We have got a fabulous hot show tonight with some fire hot topics you don't want to miss. So just sit back and relax and buckle up. It's going to be a thrilling ride on CB and the Boys. So, see you in. George, roll it.
CB Booker, George, Record Boy Homie, Roger Hawkins, Mimi Acosta. Let's go! CB and the Boys, Midweek Motivator. Come on, gather around, get to 411, and let's talk about it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to CBN The Boys. I'm CB, the hostess with the mostess, and we got the fabulous Miss Mimi Acosta in the building. What's up, Mimi?
What's up?
Then we have Mr. Universe himself, Roger Hawkins. What's up, Raj?
Oh, been out fishing. What's happening?
Then we have Mr. George. Kick him in the balls, Holman. What's up,
George?
You
know what? That's it. I'm done. Time out. It's too early. The hell?
Oh, already. What the fuck?
Oh, wow. Already.
What?
I was in the doghouse already, y'all. What the hell?
Damn. What really going? All right, Mike.
So got the whole crew in the building.
All right.
What up, people?
All right.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, JJ.
What's goody?
All right. Shout out to all of the birthdays today. Happy birthday for everybody that is born on May 22nd. Singer Donnell Jones is 51 today. Singer Vivian Green is 45 today. Actor Molly Ephraim from Last Man Standing is 38. And actor and legend Al Corley from Dynasty is 69. Actor-director Richard Benjamin is 86. And actor Frank Converse, another legend, is also 86. So happy birthday to everyone born on May 22nd.
Okay.
All right. Now, what happened today, May 22nd, in history? Because
those people were born.
Those people were born. This is true. But remember, in history, you got to know where you came from to progress forward. So, in the past, today, May 22nd, in 1892, Dr. Washington Sheffield invents the toothpaste tube. So, hey, that's a revolutionary invention, guys. Where would
a lot of y'all should be thanking him.
Right?
A lot of people need to thank that brother.
Exactly.
Diarrhea is real, my guy.
Hell yeah. And in 1900, the Associated Press organizes in New York City as a nonprofit news cooperative. So the Associated Press was founded on May 22nd. And lastly, in 1906, on May 22nd, the Wright brothers are granted a patent for their flying machine, having applied for one 3 years earlier. So they finally were granted the patent. So another revolutionary invention, the plane.
I heard
like
they
how
stole
many
that
of us
idea.
use that every day?
Heard they stole that idea from somebody who look like me. I ain't saying no names. His story, baby. His story.
And that's it for this day in history.
All
right. So Mimi, what's 411?
I'm waiting for my shit.
Any day,
Here
George.
we
Get this.
go.
I'm one ahead, so George, get her going.
Merry
it's my brother.
Christmas.
It's my
It's
brother's
Christmas.
Come get the 411. And it's Mimi's drink special. Mimi, let them know what you're sipping on.
Okay, guys. Y'all know I'm with the shits. I'm gonna be with the shits for a minute, okay? Because I got things going on. Your girl got some pineapple juice and little chips of tangerine in it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And my yellow straw. Sweet, sexy, that's it. No alcohol tonight. That's all right. And I got my water, because you know, you gotta do your water. And tonight is not alcohol night, but I'm sure some of y'all got some alcohol. So Roger, you know what? First of
Don't
all,
worry about it. Hell no. I know what's up.
CB, what you got? That's my drink. That's my special. It's
Yeah,
my special. I can do what I want. What you drinking, sis?
I
you
have
two shit gonna
H2O.
pull to us.
Yay!
Gotta
Water
have
in
a
the
little water.
building. Let's go. Roger, what you got, baby?
Yeah, I don't really give a rat's ass about what y'all got.
Whatever.
I had water earlier today. I'm drinking. Well, I had vodka and juice because I was drinking with my brother earlier, and now I'm gonna top my drink off with some vodka. And I just discovered this energy drink that they should be paying me for called Uptime. Pretty good stuff. Not a lot of calories. You know, your brother got to watch his girlish figure. So anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well, that's a whole lot going on because you've been doing a whole lot of cleansing for some stuff you had going on.
I know. This is my
And now
first
you're
one.
showing out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, George, what you got, babe?
You know what it is.
Oh
And
yeah.
let's go. Hey,
Fresh bottle. Fresh bottle.
fresh bottle, boy. I see that. That thing is full.
Hey, this is mango pineapple though, Mimi. You're welcome.
Yeah, see, thank you.
That sounds good too. I
Fresh
love
bottle
any
of sweet James Red.
So I'm not the only
wine.
punk in the building. JJ, I know you got something sweet going on over there, baby girl. So tell me what you got. Tell me what you got. In the meantime and in between time, let's talk a little bit about the diddler.
Oh man.
Diddy is on some shit. Hot water and everything.
Oh, that's funny.
So, okay. So he has another lawsuit coming up his way from this model. She saved her unwashed clothes from the night in her closet where they remained in a plastic wrap. See, this is the thing. Folks get with these celebrities. We don't know how the whole thing went down, but it went down. And she saved all her stuff for this time in between time. Jay said, I'm only doing shots of buttery nipples.
I never heard of that.
I heard of whipped cream, but butter? Shit, teach me.
Butter, and tell me what that consists of, because I don't like it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anywho, so that's what's going on. The model claimed that she was drugged and sexually assaulted. So she was drugged, she was sexually assaulted, and she saved her clothes.
You know what? Bullshit.
And then my girl Cassie, oh my gosh, she just been drugged through the mud. But anyway, well, drug in a hotel. But yeah, you know, look, all the shit was gonna come out eventually. I mean, this happened a while back, 2016. You know, he pays the hotel some money. Apparently, from what I understand, she also got a copy of the video, but he did not know that part.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these years later, this comes out.
Well, supposedly they got it. Remember when they raided his house in Florida?
Yes.
That's where they got it from.
Yes, they got it from there. So he was holding on to his copy. She had her copy.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day reference actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her.
Okay, can I piss everybody off? You're welcome, I will. You gonna tell me you can't outrun a man holding a towel over his Johnson with one hand?
Man, I would have tore that towel
I'm
off.
just asking for a friend. You gonna tell me? Don't give me that bullshit about she was scared. She knew she was gonna get paid. I'm not saying she deserved the ass whoopings. I'm just saying she got paid. But you really gonna tell me you can't outrun a man holding a towel up with one hand, no shoes on, and trying to keep his wacky covered? I'm just devil's advocate, asking for a friend. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying she deserved it.
Look, he might not have gotten. He might not. Look, I would have taken.
He ain't that goddamn athletic. He ain't that athletic.
No, he's not. He's not. I would have taken that towel off. I would have been running up and down that hallway, knocking on all the doors. His dingling would have been swinging everywhere. That video would have caught everything. I would have been like, yeah. That part right
Come
there.
here, girl. Come here. I told you to get back in that hotel room.
I would have found that day. If the elevator wasn't coming, I would have found a staircase. He would have been running me down naked.
So early. It's so early.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hey, look.
Let me say it again for those in the
As
back.
you were.
I would have kicked him in his little balls because he was naked under that towel. So she could have done some damage. She could have inflicted some pain. And that's what I would have done because I like inflicting pain. Pain is fun.
Yeah.
My thought is,
so,
it's money grab, and a bunch of people gonna come forward. He's gonna pay. He's going down. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah, he's going down little bit by little bit. And then, of course, we got the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. He is considering revoking. I don't think he's revoked it yet, but he's got the key to the city. And, he saw this video. He wasn't playing that, and they're about to snatch that key.
But, okay, so you took away an honor. Like, I mean, I guess it's symbolic, but who gives a shit? It's New York. New York's a cesspool anyway. So there's that.
Yeah. So we're moving right along from that one. And here comes the other. Now, this little chick, and she's a little cutie. I wish that I had, I don't think that there's a video. It's just a picture. But 20-year-old McDonald's employee retires her mother after copying bets. And those that know about betting and all this good old stuff might probably know about that. So anyway, 20-year-old, she copied tips from a professional bettor named Conyer Tips, which resulted in her making enough money to buy her mother her dream home. It says the girl received a lot of backlash after purchasing the home, so she stopped using social media. However, she made sure to tell her friends and immediate family about Conner's tips. Really interesting.
Good for her. Good for her. Now, but you know what? Let that be a lesson. Young people, STFU. Talk to me. You share everything. This is why people get robbed and hurt and killed.
Yeah.
Just keep your damn mouth shut.
She works at McDonald's. So the end of this, like, if you're retiring your mom, getting her a house, retire yourself too. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But no, if she's doing bets and chilling and love her little McDonald's job, well, damn it,
I want to know how she did a bet and she's 20. That's not legal.
Well, just go ahead and put her out there. Yeah.
She put herself out there. But
and maybe that's why she shut it down. You know what I'm saying? So
too late. I mean, maybe she told her mom to place the bet. I don't know. I don't want them to get her money like that. I just want her to shut her damn face and just live her life. But young people, good job though. Good job.
Anyway, so Shaka Khan's daughter is after Diddy as well. Look, everybody's leaving posts, right? But it's some of them that are so impactful. Like this is one of them. So she left a message because apparently Diddy had came up to her mom at some point, said some stupid shit to the mom. And now it's like, she's like, this is your karma. Deal with it. But yeah. We're gonna move her on from that because that was just
Right.
that was
She
supposed
ain't
to be
got
in
shit.
discussion.
She ain't got nothing to do. So okay,
No.
she's supposed to be in the news.
Right.
So this other one is kind of crazy. So a teenage boy, little Asian looking dude, killed 5 members of a family. He killed the entire family, set the
Damn.
house on fire, and it was the wrong house because his iPhone was stolen. They gave him 60 years in prison.
They should give
So
him lethal injection.
no, it's off the chain. A Colorado teenager who killed 5
Wow.
members innocently, family by setting the whole house on fire in a heinous retaliation scheme over his stolen iPhone could spend 60 years in prison. After tracking his stolen phone to the general vicinity using the Find My iPhone app, Kevin Bowie, 20 years old, admitted to the guilt last week, starting the late night fire in a Denver neighborhood in August 2020. See how long it takes sometimes for these cases to go to court? It should be crazy.
Yeah, he'll probably be back in wherever his parents are from. May not see that. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna get into that later on. Believe it or not, kind of similar to what you just talked about. I'm gonna get into a little bit of that, just because of that kind of shit right there. But thank you.
So, and you never know, I might touch base because this one here is some fitness shit. Okay, so this treadmill father accused of killing his son by abusing him and overstressing him till he died of a fatal heart stress. So, yes, he was a baby. So Corey Miccioli, I want to say that name, or Miccioli, 6 years old, reportedly suffered from fatal heart stress before dying from a final beating. More heartbreaking evidence came forward this week when it revealed that Christopher Greger walked out of the ER room as his son was dying. A nurse testified that Greger left Corey to die with strangers and was emotionless during the ER visit. Just 20 minutes after Corey was pronounced dead, security footage shows Greger leaving the hospital. A pathologist ruled that Corey had signs of stress, cardiomyopathy, a heart condition that can be caused by stress from abuse. I'm glad they caught him. Whatever they do to him,
I always say, whatever you do to someone, you should have done to you. I think that they should cattle prod and taser his ass until the same.
Put him on a treadmill and beat him to death.
Beat him until he can't go, and then put the treadmill at the edge of a cliff. Holla. That you know how heartless you have to be. I mean, I don't know, but that's okay. Like I said, that's okay. They gonna prison. Listen, in prison, they do not take kindly to certain kinds of people, rapists and people that abuse the elderly and the young. So, he's gonna have to be either in complete isolation or, don't trust me, he might be joining his son. Real talk.
No, that's terrible. Not
that
terrible.
Is horrible. It's real horrible.
And on some other news, this is another one. 14-year-old boy that died after a mid-flight medical emergency. The mom alleges that the airline destroyed or lost the evidence. So, according to the suit, which was filed on May 13th, obtained by People, Kevin Greenidge and his family were returning home from New York on June 4, 2022. During the flight, Kevin experienced a medical emergency and became unconscious. After the plane made an emergency landing in Mexico, Kevin was then taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. The mom alleges that the flight personnel did not respond to his medical emergency quick enough and that they were unable to properly operate the automated external defibrillator on board, or the machine itself was faulty. But my thing is, they came to the quickest stop that they could make in Mexico, got into the hospital, he died.
I'm not sure. I used to know how to say it in Spanish. Maybe you can teach me. How do you say bullshit in Spanish?
I don't know. I say bullshit.
We'll make it up. But I think it's like caca de toro or some shit like that. Here's why.
That is stupid. Let me tell you something. Do you know how right that was almost?
Yes,
but,
I do.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because nobody is on a plane without a phone. Everybody records everything. So my thought is someone was paid off and evidence doesn't get lost. A plane can go down in the middle of the damn ocean. They've got that little black box. You're going to tell me nobody recorded that boy having a medical emergency? I call bullshit.
Yeah, I call bullshit too.
Yeah, that again, I'm not even gonna go any further than that, but you
Oh
know
well.
what it is. Yeah.
And guys, look, and to top off my 411, I just have a little video that I sent over to George that I thought was pretty interesting.
You got two.
Well,
Really?
Did you forget? Did you forget about
maybe I sent one last week, but I know I only sent one today.
the Florida man on that rant about the
Oh.
mamas?
Oh, I don't know, but you could play it.
Wait, which one is it? I might know.
It's funny.
Let's
funny,
go.
funny. I was like, dude, is he like going off for real?
I'll know as soon as it pops up.
Yeah, he was going off. Yeah.
This ought to be good.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh, hey, J-Bo, nigga, I gave him $250. That man say he gave you the money, ho. Now all of a sudden you ain't got the money, but you just sold pussy for $500, ho. You just sold it for $500, ho. Fuck you mean, ho? Somebody tag that hoe Nakiri Lachey. Tell her, man, fuck that. I got 200 right now. If that hoe can show me, man, nigga, all my kids, nigga, my daughter 2 years old can count to 30, nigga. Fuck you mean, ho?
Yeah, that's Florida. That's Florida.
They gave you the money, ho. Now all of a sudden you ain't got the money, but you just sold pussy for $500, ho. You just sold it for $500, ho. Fuck you mean, ho? Somebody tag that hoe Nakiri Lachey. Tell her, man, fuck that. I got 200 right now. If that hoe can show me, man, nigga, all my kids, nigga, my daughter 2 years old can count to 30, nigga. Fuck you mean, ho? I got 200. Anybody that can get that hoe on here and say, tie your son count to 3. But you on here want to be an Instagram rich ass hoe. Y'all hoes be always want to be relevant on here. Don't got custody of your kid. Kids can't count to 3. Kids can't use the bathroom. Fuck you mean, ho? That shit, how old he is, he say bacon. Fuck, nigga, get out my face. And then you want to run here and get on live like you Instagram rich, like you Instagram famous. Ho, you on Section 8 and can't even pay it, ho. Fuck.
I mean, damn, my dude.
He was mad. Tell us how you really feel and go.
I'll say he was a little bit angry.
Hey.
Wouldn't you be if you asked your son how old he was and he said
ask the little boy how old he is. He talking about bacon.
Come on, man. What's 2 plus 2, Jello? But you know what? The man has a point. Now, I mean, considering the source, but
bathroom, yeah.
He does have a point. I mean,
reading is fundamental.
It is very true. He's got a point. Sad but true.
Yeah. And we got one
have
more.
their asses in the classroom instead of a damn studio.
No, that was a mess.
What that one is?
Oh my God.
What that one is?
The other one.
2 years
The other
old,
one. When you send your girl in first, okay? So go.
When you send the girl in first, huh? Okay.
Yes, honey.
That was hilarious. Oh my God.
Okay, mama, go ahead and dive. If you dive first, I'm coming right behind you. Okay, baby.
Right there, wow. Holy crap.
Oh, hell no.
Well,
he was like, yeah, I'm waiting for you.
She was about to be loved.
Hey, that was
right there, wow. Holy crap.
He
was all calm and shit. He was like, oh wow, Beck, that was almost bad. See?
Mm-hmm.
See how, hey, y'all need to listen to Earthquake. Y'all need to listen to Earthquake.
Becky with the good almost got it.
We going fishing.
And that is it, guys, for my 411. Do you guys have anything else you would like to add?
I do.
Yeah.
I know Roger's about to do sports, but I just have to say this. So we all know that I love my Chiefs very dearly, but I was this close, and I want to be honest, because there was a petition going around to have the kicker, Harrison Butker, kicked off the team for his beliefs, for him expressing himself. Now, the thing is this. Everyone has the right to express themselves. And the thing is, I'm not even mad that that's how he feels, because that's how he feels.
Bless you,
But what
Roger.
bothers me is the fact that he did a commencement speech at a graduation, where he really said some crazy stuff to women, saying that basically we need to be pregnant, barefoot, and being homemakers rather than having careers, which I think the hypocrisy is crazy, because his own mother is a physicist. So it was her career that afforded him the luxuries that he had growing up. So for him to cite that at a commencement speech, saying that, it's great you're getting a degree, however, it's better to be married and building a home and being a homemaker rather than, being a career woman. And I really found that offensive, because there are a lot of women who are not married. There are a lot of women who have no desire to be married, such as myself. So I'm like, so what? Because we don't want that, that makes us less than. I mean, it totally rubbed me the wrong way. So, and that's why I had a problem with it, because he chose the time and the space to say these crazy things to women in the audience, which I thought was really offensive. If that's how you feel, great. That's how you feel. But don't push your beliefs on other people. I heard people were saying, well, the same thing happened to Colin Kaepernick. And since he lost his job, Butker should lose his. And the thing is, those are two different things. But in a sense, you got to ask yourself, is it? Because if these are his beliefs, he's entitled to how he feels. But I think that he needs to, run it back and realize that not everybody aspires to be a wife. There are some women who dream of that. That's all they want. One of my best friends, she loves being married. She just got married again a year ago. So,
But what's that guy? His game, though, you know what I'm saying? If he's a good kicker, he's a good kicker. Nobody should kick him off the team just because he believes in whatever he believes in.
Because I, in good faith, cannot cheer for him. I can cheer for my team, and I'll just single him out. Like, it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs and Butker. But I cannot in good conscience cheer for him. I cannot. If he kicks a field goal, I'll be like, oh, the field goal, great. But I will not say, good job, Harrison Butker. You will never hear that come out of my mouth ever, ever, ever again. I will not be jumping up and down. I will not be screaming. I will not be hugging my fellow Chiefs fans over Butker getting the field goal kick. Nope. Never, ever, 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 ever again will I cheer for this man, because I cannot in good conscience cheer for anyone that has those beliefs. Just like if I found out he was a Trump supporter, which more than likely he is.
So does this mean that he is now below Lynn Elliott?
This means that he is below fish scum on the street.
Okay. Yeah. Moving right along. We don't need a Trump supporter. She about to go in.
I had to get that out because it was wrong. It was wrong. Plain and simple. It was wrong. And the internet, oh man, TikTok really went crazy with this. There's so many videos out there of people, like women, just going clean off on this man for his fucked up words and fucked up beliefs. It's like, my God. And it's really crazy because a lot of men were like, yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think men are bitter because a lot of women do not want you. Sorry, motherfuckers. We just don't. I'm good. I am good. I've had my share of dating and I am good. I am good by myself. I am good. As long as I got a toy to pleasure me, I am good. I do not need a man for anything. And I stand by that. I said what I
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. It's the truth. Shoot. I said what I said.
Roger?
No regrets.
Put a pin. You can put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. I mean, I was
No
going to talk
regrets. No regrets.
about no regrets.
No regrets.
There you go.
That's right. Well, fuck it. No regrets.
Well, yeah. I mean, but here's what's funny is, you know, based on his beliefs and all that, he did do the commencement at Benedictine, which is I don't know if it's Jesuit or just religious, but anyway,
Catholic.
Or Catholic, it aligns with that thought process. So there's that. That's the difference in religions and all that. If you don't like what he's saying, don't fucking listen to go to that school. But you know what? There are people on all sides. So, hey, she said it. That's how I feel. But we'll
right.
Hey, you might not need me, but you need men. But we'll talk about that another day. I do have a couple things I want to hit you with.
Dang, JJ.
Hey, she 1,000 with that though. We can get into it one day. We can explain that why it's true. But listen, I wanted to show the bull. Did y'all see the video of the bull kicking that lady's ass over in I think it was a DR? No. It was just proof that Karens don't listen. This old lady was trying to get her bag, and they took it down because supposedly it had something to do with animal rights or something else like that. But everybody was telling her not to, and she kept trying to get her bag and all that. And that bull was just kicking her ass 6 ways from Sunday, and I was cheering for the bull. Oh, I was cheering for the bull. I wanted him to put a whole damn hole in her head with her stupid ass, because this proves that Karens think they're above the law, but they took the video down. I wanted to show it. I really did. So
negative. They did not take it down.
Damn.
They did not take it down.
They didn't? You got it? Oh, let me get it, baby. Let me get it. They took it off the gram. No, they took it off the gram. So this is so ridiculous because everybody's like, go away, don't do it. She's really talking to him like, hey, that's my bag. You should leave it alone. That bull put the Nicodemus on her ass real quick. It was hilarious. I don't think she flew far enough, but whatever. When you get it though, G, let me see it.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah. Karen's gone wild, baby. Yeah. Now, see if you can zoom in and pay attention to this idiot. The bull's in the bag. The bull is in the bag. She wants her bag. She's going to talk to El Toro real quick. He's not going to listen. She's going to keep on trying to reason with him. That's what Karens do. Fuck your bag.
I like the bull.
I would have taken my bag and ran into the water.
I'm cheering for the bull. I'm cheering for the bull.
Yep, me too.
Look at everybody watching.
You see nobody
God.
She's hurt too. Woo! He's kicking her like that. Kick the can. Kick the can. I love it.
Hey. Hey, I hope she gets like a horn tattooed on her leg to remind her stupid ass.
He fucked her up. He's like, now take that.
They telling them
to watch it.
And went back to the bag.
You better come off that bag. You better break yourself. Listen.
He stood over the bag like it's my bag now.
So anyway, that was my Karen's Gone Wild moment. I had to show that. I have a question for you guys. Well, there's a story. So a gentleman had been saving money for his son's college lots of years. Unfortunately, the young man passed away prematurely right before college. The father always made jokes like, son, if you don't go to college or if you get kicked out of school, I'm going to take a trip to Europe and buy a bunch of beer. He didn't expect it to happen. It did happen. And in his son's kind of honor, he took the money, went on a trip to Europe, bought a bunch of beer, and lived, kind of his best life in memory of his son. The family, I guess, I don't know, stepchildren, cousins, whoever, they are mad at him. He's being called selfish and all these other things because he didn't use the money for family or to give it to someone else or basically to do what they wanted with it. What do you think about that? Y'all know what I think, so don't ask. Well, what do you feel?
I feel like fuck him and feed him beans.
Yeah,
it was for his son. and he said what he said. You know,
Yep.
not knowing that he didn't expect it to happen,
Right.
but it happened.
Right.
So
he made a
that was
little
his.
bit out of it. You know what I mean? Because no
Yeah.
parent should ever have to bury their child. I was just talking about this today with a friend of mine, and none of us can imagine that. Nobody can. You don't ever expect to bury your child. So
Right.
the best thing he could do was to kind of honor that running joke and do that. But you know, everybody wants to shame you and all that. That's why, listen, I feel like I should, that middle finger picture we got, George, I should be hired to do that to people's families when they start tripping with people like this. Just have me show up at the door and go, hey, fuck you. Let that man live or let that woman live. Yeah. I'm proud of the guy. I really am. I'm proud of him. So that was, I thought that was a pretty interesting story. People will shame you for anything. I mean, any damn thing.
That
Well,
was a does this make me a dick moment.
Yeah.
But we live in a jealous society where people
No. An envious society.
Envy and jealousy are one and the same. Because if someone is jealous of you, they're envious of you.
Okay, I got it now. Here, speaking
But
of that,
but let me finish. But I mean, that's the society that we live in, and you experience it more within family than you do outside your family, which is crazy to say. But that's the environment that we are in. That is the era we're in. I mean, it's been like that since Cain and Abel. Why do you think Abel is no longer with us? So it originated with that, and it's been in the world ever since, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Like, it won't go anywhere. That's just, the way it is. And so you're not going to please everybody. So hats off to him for, taking the money and going and living his best life in honor of his son. I mean, technically, it's his money to do with whatever he wants to with it. So, I'm for him. Travel the world, do your thing, buy all the beer you want. If that's how you want to live your life, live your life.
I'm still stuck on the Cain and Abel shit, but okay, she took it all the way back to goddamn.
Right.
All right, go ahead. Go to Genesis.
That part.
Jesus Christ. Oh, he wasn't there yet. Sorry.
Facts matter.
Okay, I gotta fuck with Mimi real quick. It's Mimi City. And this is kind of gonna roll into my sports segment, but I'm gonna hit you with this last one. A mother in Atlanta was upset because they were doing, I guess, an assembly and award ceremony, blah, blah, blah. This idiot stood up and caused a scene because her child did not get an award. Now, here's what I'll say. I don't know what the grade was of the kid, blah, blah, blah. But I guess what pissed me off is, of course, everybody's got to get a damn trophy in this punk, sorry-ass society of ours, and that's the problem. But she actually stood up and made a whole damn spectacle because her small child didn't get an award. And this is part of the problem right there. And then she posted, of course, and it showed why. He didn't get an award because he's illiterate, because she's illiterate. Because when you type shit like, when your son ain't getting an award, you know how people, I'm thinking to myself, well, because you don't understand when to use contractions, you fucking buffoon. But that being said, okay, we got some correction. Jay said he was in the first grade. Right there.
Oh,
ain't no goddamn all. Listen, teach your child.
What I'm trying to say is he was just a baby for her to even be performing like that. I'm trying to think to myself, what grade was he in or what? But thank you, JJ. No, but that's stupid.
Right. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. My thing is this. I understand everybody wants to, it's all inclusive. If 99 kids get something and a 100th doesn't, that's a problem. But if a lot of children, perfect attendance
didn't, and your child happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
Well,
they ran out of paper, something happened. What?
In my family, is gold, silver, bronze. I'm sorry. Call me what y'all want. Don't come in this house with no motherfucking ribbon. Don't come in here with no 7th place, no he tried. We won the bus race. Ask my kids. Now, I wasn't as mean as a father on the treadmill, but I was my children's track coach, and but that's why they understand the real world. Don't come here with that. Don't give me that participation.
Kids only have PTSD. We need to do a whole show with Rogers kids.
I don't do soft. I'm sorry. Don't come in this motherfucker. Listen. if the first place kid gets a trophy and the 101st place kid get the same trophy, what is the point of working hard? I don't believe in it.
What is the point of the competition if everybody get a trophy?
So this mother needs to be punched in her nose. But anyway, it
get
pissed
up
me off.
slowly.
You deserve that shit. Hey, that's from Harrison Butker.
So what we are going to say at this point is that we are going to probably put some funds together and get my sister a chair that doesn't slide from up under her ass every other 5 shows.
I mean, listen, I could take that joke a whole lot of places, but I'm just gonna leave it right there between ass and chairs sinking and shit like that. This is the family shit. No, it ain't the family
Raise
show.
it up. Take your camera down and raise that chair back up, sis, and let's go.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I'll help you. There you go.
Oh shit!
It's all good, sis. We love you. Let's get back to us.
All right. I got a couple more. But you know what? Let me go on to get my joint real quick, George. I do have something I want to touch on. So besides that, everybody gets an award bullshit. Ugh.
Yo, let's get it. Sports and fitness with Roger Hawkins.
All right, listen. If I may take a moment to be serious, and I'll go back to being a dick. There was a story, and it's going around about a bully who put a kid to sleep. Now, let me give you some background. I cannot stand misquoting and things like that. People do what they can do. They go, oh, headlock, this, that, and the third. I'm sorry. You know, people that are heavily into something get real particular about verbiage. And again, being in martial arts and shit like that, it wasn't a headlock. It was called a rear naked choke. So this bully chokes this kid. I guess, I don't know if he talked him into it or whatever, but he goes, you got to let me out when I tell you to, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he puts the kid to sleep. The kid falls face forward into the grass. He's unconscious. This is a very, very popular, very, very common move. You see it in UFC. You see it in bouncing and security. It's been around for a long time. It's something that we employ. That being said, they talk about bully. I don't know if they were friends or not. People, I'm not joking. You got to get your kids involved in something that teaches them what it's like to be in a team situation, deal with adversity, because I'm sorry, too many people are growing up soft. They don't know what to do. Yeah. It's people getting bullied in the workplace as adults. Yeah. And it's because they weren't taught how to deal with adversity as a child. I'm not saying go out there and fight your kids' battles, but dude, back in our day, if you came home talking about so-and-so wants to fight, you know what not your dad, your mother would do. She would take you, walk you right back outside, tell all those kids to circle up. Don't anybody jump my son. Let's go get it. It made a difference. I'm not saying advocating all kind of warlike behavior, but this is problem solving at its most elementary. Yes. And so, of course, naturally, lots of schools started reaching out, going, "Hey, we'll teach that young man that this and that and the third." And I think that's a good point. But unfortunately, if everything didn't lead to gunplay, it would probably be a lot more of this, but it's just these kids do not know how to handle situations or defend themselves. I'm sorry. I say it all the time. This is the biggest generation of pussies I've ever seen in my life. Look, it's pathetic. I'm so glad I ain't my kid's age right now. I don't know how you guys manage to find decent people, but I would probably go to a whole different country or planet. It's pitiful. And it's really sad because, listen, bullying in and of itself, a little bit of it's necessary. I know that's a really crazy theory, but some of it's necessary. I ain't saying older down to younger. If y'all both in the 8th grade and this guy's bigger, you better figure out how to jump him and whip his ass and do whatever. It's what made us who we are. But now you can't touch, you can't talk, you can't say anything. I'll sue you if you look at me wrong. And this is why we have a bunch of sorry, soft-ass adults who can't even get along in Congress, in meetings, in court. Look at how our adults are acting. Bad built butch bitch.
Yes,
Look
I
at
am
this.
so here for it.
But look at how we are responding to things. Look at how many people are. Look at the active shooters. Look at the school shooters. It's because people cannot handle themselves. And I'll go one step further. If you make your son an emotion, I'm not saying don't express yourself. I'm not saying don't display things, but a man that can't control his emotions is a danger and a threat. So when you ladies say, let him be this and let him be that, I call bullshit. Young men need to learn how to channel and control their emotions. And the reason you don't know anything about that is because you're fucking emotional. This is what happens.
If I say stop, you gotta stop.
Look at this.
World Star.
Look at the guy taping. World Star. Look what happens. Now,
What was the point to all of that?
to prove he could do it, but here's what I'm going to say. One, what you guys saw was real. So it takes less than 10 seconds to render someone unconscious. I can promise you that's true. It takes less than 30 to potentially kill and lower the blood pressure and oxygen intake to where there's brain damage or they can't come back. So if you do that for 30 seconds or a minute, now think about 9 minutes. Okay, I'm explaining this because that's how quickly that shit happens. What starts out as a joke that could be lethal.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so not learning how to do this. Yeah. What'd you say, G?
So the proper the proper technique applied in a chokehold, it literally is like takes like 1.5 seconds to put somebody to sleep. It's by simultaneously cutting off both jugglers. The second they're cut off, that 1 second is all that split second that it's completely closed is enough to put you to sleep.
Yeah, dude, I've been training this shit for 12 years, and before that, I wrestled for 30. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, this shit is real. Blood chokes, air chokes, that stuff is real. And then when you work in security, you learn these things. So the point that I'm making is these guys made a joke of that. They laughed at this kid. Do you understand how many people have been let go, fallen, hit their head, fracture skull, die? That quickly, that's in that kid's life. So I say all that to say, people, get your children involved in sports, be it some kind of martial arts, something to give them the confidence to not deal with that kind of shit. That kid was taller, probably more popular, all of these different things that caused him to pick on that young man. And, you know, they say hurt people, bully people, blah, 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 blah. But see, we'd have ganged up on that ass.
Exactly. And if I may say something, go ahead, George.
I don't think it was a bullying situation.
I think it was I think he kind of agreed. They said that he agreed and said, "Hey, let go when I tell you to."
Yeah, because if you watch the video from the beginning, from the very first second, you can see that he's a willing participant.
Yeah, he was agreeable. That's why they called him a bully. And I'm just using their terminology. I don't think it was a bullying situation. I think it was.
It must have been one of those like, yo, let's do this so we can go viral or some shit. Because you know the kids are into that bullshit too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Think about it. We used to do that shit when we were kids. You remember holding your breath and somebody push your chest? Same thing. It'll make you hyperventilate and pass out. We did that dumb shit in the 80s.
Yes. And look, and if I'm in Becky right, because I wanted to say this like a minute ago. To you ladies that like to be choked, stop.
Hold on. But hold on. Sometimes, listen, safety.
Hey, look.
Pineapples. Hold on.
Hold on, because you just said
me. I said kids. We talking about adults, goddammit. Now you let the grown folks do grown folks.
Adults choke even for longer periods of time.
No, that's because he don't like your ass. If you got the safety word, listen.
I don't have a safety word, and you ain't choking me no way. Because if I remotely think that you're killing me, we're about to fight. The whole night is over.
No,
you gotta go.
You like her hair pulled. That's a whole different situation, y'all.
No, I don't, because I'm tender-headed. I'll be done punch somebody in the neck. See, look,
what? You go sit down in the corner somewhere. You know what? You ain't no damn fun. Jesus Christ, Granny. She over there being all fly. She's like, but you can't.
JJ say I'm all for the light choking during bedroom time. All right, JJ.
Of course you are.
You know, they got a whole lot of freakazoids going on over there. Go ahead, mama.
Hey, listen.
I ain't stopping you.
See, right there. Right.
Nothing but love.
But anyway, that's kind of my thing for that. Listen, get your kids involved, and even if it's not quote unquote martial arts fighting, whatever, something organized that involves multiple people so that they can learn conflict resolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we can talk. You know, you can talk about choking later. You know, that don't start that till like college.
Yeah, JJ.
Maybe a little bit later. Jesus Christ! Oh shit!
You know what, JJ? I ain't never been that type of crazy shit. That's a little too crazy for me. Don't me.
Hey, what they said right before you go out, you see Jesus. I don't know, girl. You might want to look into it. You know.
Anyway, at the end of the day, so my mom is listening, guys. So say hello.
Hi, Mom.
Listen, we ain't trying to influence your daughter, but listen, don't let her fool you with that. That's why she's trying to be all cool. No, mommy. I got my hair down. I don't do that kind of stuff. Don't worry about me. Listen, mama.
First of all, you learn from the best. And but I ain't never learned none of that shit.
Girl, you don't want to know how you got here. Shit. Yeah.
No, I really don't.
Yeah, hey, Mom and them was listening to Cab Calloway and Bob Marley or some shit. I don't know, some Nat King Cole, girl, boy, you don't know.
Oh, God. No, my mom was into Stevie Wonder and Teddy Pendergrass and all them guys.
Right there, Teddy. You know Teddy used to choke him. You got what I need. Teddy was choking. Listen, throw your panties on the stage. He scared the shit out you. You know Teddy wasn't. I wanna know, is it still good to you? I'm gonna go play this.
Thank you, JJ. Mommy JJ said hello.
Mommy, go play some Teddy Pendergrass. Go play Teddy Pendergrass right now. Is it still good to you? That's from Uncle Raj.
Oh, Mommy's watching. Hi, Mom.
She's definitely watching. Yes, she is.
Hi, Mom. My son is watching too. Hi, Aramis.
Hi, Aramis.
She just came in out the blue.
Your mama gonna be rocking like, ooh, child.
You know what, Roger? You're crossing the line of scrimmage. You're crossing the line of scrimmage.
On the other side of the gun line, boss. Don't cross the gun line, boss.
He ain't working, boss. That's what you get for not drinking with me. I don't care.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I don't love
and if anyone would like to donate a chair to me, I would really appreciate it. Send it in care of CB and the boys.
We gonna get the Harrison Butker chair fund from CB.
Do not associate my name with that name ever.
Right. Butker, y'all might be related. Shit, why you talking shit?
No. Not even on a good day.
All right, my loves. Moving right along. CB, you got any movies?
I do.
All right, Shisa.
Oh, well, in that case. Now, let's check out the movies with Crystal C.B. Booker.
All right, everyone, and welcome to CB at the Movies. So, the movies that are opening this week are Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. The special effects in this one are really good. Some of the acting is a bit subpar, but it's a believable story. I mean, it's talking about the Mad Max saga and really how Furiosa, who Charlize Theron's character was Furiosa in the last Mad Max. So it just talks about her origins and things. So it's interesting. Also, my favorite cat and everybody's favorite cat, the Garfield movie, yay, comes out this weekend. Yeah. Starts May 24th. So everybody get your tickets because it's going to be sold out. It's going to be a great opening weekend. Garfield. Now, I was a little skeptical of Chris Pratt doing the voice of my cat because Bill Murray did such an amazing job as Garfield. I can't picture anybody else doing the voice of Garfield. But surprisingly, Chris Pratt did pretty decent. I didn't hate it, but I love Garfield. So whatever Garfield does, I'm all for. Also opening Kidnapped, the abduction of Edgar Mortara. It's kind of like a history drama, but it's in limited release at theaters, so you want to check that out. So, and also still at the theaters is the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Empire. Excellent film. Excellent film. It takes you on a whole array of emotions. You laugh, you cry, it becomes a part of you. It's a great film. So if you like the Planet of the Apes saga, then you're going to love that. Also still in theaters, but not for too much longer, is Dune. It moves a bit slow, but you guys, Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet. So hey,
she's adorable.
Yeah, I like her.
And also Challengers, which is Zendaya's movie, the first movie that she's produced, and also has starred in. And you are seeing her in a role that you've never seen her in before, the seductress. So it's interesting. So it's about tennis. If you don't like tennis, then that movie's not for you. But yeah, it's about tennis. And then also documentary-wise, The Blue Angels is out. There's a documentary, and this is on Amazon that is going to be released, and it's about the Blue Angels. And I'm telling you, after seeing this, I have a whole new pride in America, which of late I have not had. But watching this movie really, or this documentary, it wasn't really a movie, but it really restored my faith in our country. And just seeing, what the Blue Angels represent, what they do, it's amazing. And then also the visuals and the cinematography of it is awesome. They catch footage of the Blue Angels in the sky, like up close and personal. You can see what they see. I mean, it's beautiful. So if you get a chance to go to IMAX, because it's also going to be in limited release on some IMAX theaters, definitely do yourself a favor and go see it. It's almost 2 hours. It's like an hour and 45-minute documentary, but it's really good. And then it just chronicles the life for the year of a Blue Angel.
Yeah, the main guy in that, I listened to an interview with him over that, and it was pretty cool. They was talking about how those planes and the shots and how they got the shots and all this stuff. It was pretty cool. Those planes, they do a lot of their stunts, and they're only like 12 inches apart from each other.
Wow. That's wild.
And they have to train rigorously to be able to withstand all of that, because you're going at Mach speeds. So it's amazing to watch, and just learning about, that whole thing. It was amazing to me. I was fascinated the whole time.
Yeah, at 400 miles an hour, I don't want to be close to nobody.
Right.
It definitely holds your attention. It held my attention the whole time. I was just like, wow, whoa. Yeah, it was really, really good. So definitely do that. If you see it on IMAX, it's amazing on the big screen. Oh my God, the visuals, the cinematography is gorgeous. The cinematography was on. It was beautiful. Also, this being May, shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day, because we didn't get to come to you guys before. However, in honor of Mother's Day, there are 2 films that I recommend that you see. The first would be Imitation of Life, which is a story of 2 mothers, starring Lana Turner and Juanita Moore. One of the mothers is white and the other one is black, and it just shows the different dynamics. But at the end of the day, what brings them together is they both love their daughters. So love has no color. But it is an excellent film. Also, the second film would be Pocket Full of Miracles, starring Glenn Ford, Betty Davis. It is an excellent film. Peter Falk is also in the film. It is about a mother who has done everything for her daughter. She sent her to Europe to study. Her daughter's played by Anne Margaret. And so she is a beggar woman, but her daughter doesn't know that. So she's been sending letters to her daughter, telling her lies, telling her that she's rich and she's throwing parties and entertaining royalty. And it's such a beautiful film. So if you guys get a chance, I definitely recommend Pocket Full of Miracles and Imitation of Life, 2 films about mothers and mother's love, which there's nothing like it. So to all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. And that is it for CB at the Movies. And I will see you at the movies.
Cause I wanna know. I'm sorry. Oh. Listen, that's doing a whole damn like. Ain't Anne Margaret and Betty Davis? Listen, I thought they was both dead, but
one is not. Mm-hmm. Anne Margaret is still among us. I think she would probably be one of the last legends. Anne Margaret, Dick Van Dyke is still alive. I think those would be the two.
You sure? I thought
yes.
Dick was gone.
Nope, he's not gone yet.
He gotta be like 101.
And he's still working.
That means his insurance policy was shit. Dick Van Dyke's gotta be like 311, dog. I mean, come on. Maybe that's what keeps him around. I don't know.
You never know.
He's staying busy. He's staying busy, so you know.
Yeah,
that plays a role, you know.
He's like he's almost 100 if he's
not. Dick is, if he's not 100, he's there. Yeah, for real. All right.
Roger, I know you got something. I mean, George.
Yeah, he's 98 years old. First of all,
that's what I was about to say. I figured he had to be.
That was close, Roger.
Yeah, I knew he was. He was 96 like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's
he was born December 13th, 1925. So
hey, that's a hell of a month right there, baby. Damn, 1925.
We were thoughts.
I'm sorry.
Yes. God knows we were gonna be here. We didn't. Our parents didn't know what the hell what's gonna go, man. Anyway.
Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass hadn't made his album yet. But,
you know what? Shut up. Mommy, Roger is messing with you.
It ain't because I don't love you, Mommy. I love you. don't whoop me.
I cannot wait till we go to the Virgin Islands and meet your family and party and have fun. That is going to be awesome.
Wow.
I can get Mom
a whole lot of stuff. We're going to create the memories that are going to stay right there.
Yeah, they need to clear the schedule because George, come on, dog. Don't let me down. You had 2 weeks, dog. You had 2 weeks. Don't let me down.
Let's go.
I ain't got nothing.
You suck.
You better not say that.
Worthless information in 90 seconds or less.
Hey.
Go is the shortest complete sentence in the English language. Sleeping through the summer is called estivation. About 4,000 words are added to the dictionary each year. Punctuation wasn't always part of our written language. It was introduced by Greek playwrights to indicate when actors should pause. A group of hippos is referred to as a bloat. People used to answer the phone with ahoy instead of hello, as was Alexander Graham Bell's suggestion. Spoon-fed is the longest English word with its letters in reverse in the alphabetical order. The infinity sign is called a lemonscape. Schoolmaster is an anagram of the classroom. English is the second most spoken language, and over 840 million people who speak it is either the first or second language. The most spoken language is Mandarin.
Yep. Okay.
All right, then.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought that was a type of orange. That's cool. The only one I knew was the one about the hippos. I'm like, all right.
Like, you guys, like, this is so retarded. I had to write the word spoon-fed and be like DEF. Oh, okay.
I knew somebody would do it because I was thinking the shit. And I was like, wait.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, DEF. I was like, oh, yeah, because NOOPS don't work for me.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
People. That's
interesting.
Cool. And the fact that you actually wrote it down and checked it.
No. That's because, you know, I'm not really all like, you know, I'm not thinking it. I got to write it out.
Hey,
so
you said it. You said it.
So?
You said it. All right. What the hell are we talking? Are we helping anybody today? What are we talking about?
Yes. After our brief break, we have a guest. So we'll be right back and we'll introduce our guest.
Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's me, CB. Join us every Wednesday for your Midweek Motivator, offering you conversation, motivation, music, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. So tune in. Let's talk. Join us as we shake things up and talk things out. CB and the boys. Join us for your Midweek Motivation. See ya.
All right. Usually it's more than that, but okay.
Feel some kind of way? All right, here you go.
불타오르네. I'ma make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that.
Hey everybody, let's get together and feel alright with CB and the Boys radio show. Join us every Wednesday for your Midweek Motivator, offering you music, conversation, motivation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. One love.
This fool.
Really? I have no idea where that came from. All right. So we have in the building a young lady, Toylisha Caldwell, who has the business Youngevity. So she is in the building to talk about her business, as well as our topic tonight is, do you find yourself competing with your younger self? Let's talk about it. So we shall. So without further ado, here is Toylisha Caldwell.
Or not.
Or not. There she is.
Bam.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
So tell us, for all of our listeners and viewers who aren't familiar with you, tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business.
Well, I have a slightly scientific background. I have a background in biology, and I've spent several years working in biotech, genetic engineering, pharmaceutical research, and then I landed myself somewhere near health and human services. And then fast forward, and I decided to take a break and teach 9th grade biology.
Mm.
So
Nice.
you pretty much work for everybody I want to beat up. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what. Hey, fellas, listen. I don't know if she's single or not. That's a big old sexy brain right there, fellas. Woo! That's a sexy brain. Good for you, lady. Good for you.
Have you ever
Thank you
seen
very
me
much.
clone Tyrone?
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot going on in this brain of mine, and when I have some spare time, I spend time with this company, Longevity. It's based out of California. The doctor behind the madness, his name's Dr. Joel Wallach, and I've spent the last probably almost 10 years following Dr. Wallach and helping people get healthy.
My girl.
He has a really good line of products. There's just a couple that I'm going to talk to y'all about today. And I think they're really good. I think that your health can change dramatically just with these handful of products. It's a bit of a lifestyle change, and it'll help you get healthy for the better.
Okay, let's do it. I mean, you know, I'm interested. You know, I'm interested. So let's hear it.
Yeah, Mr.
Well, I tell you, Dr. Wallach is very outside of the box, and he's been at this for a long time, over 50 years. He's been given awards. He's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. He is a world-renowned veterinarian. He's a physician. He's a naturopathic doctor. He's a pathologist. He's written several books. He's written publications, and he's still at it. Like he hasn't missed a beat, and he's in his mid-80s, you know, and he's still going strong. His thing has always been, you know, what is it that hurts our health, that makes us unhealthy? And through several years of research, of which is published at the Smithsonian, it's a national treasure, he says it's a nutritional deficiency. So he says we need 90 essential nutrients. And once we have those building blocks, our bodies are able to do what they're designed to do to help build and repair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
So with that being said, one of the ones that I want to talk about is Z Radical. I'm going to show it to you. Well, I guess you can't see it entirely, but this is the Z Radical, and this comes in a few different forms. So you get this in a liquid form, and you can also get this in stick packs in a powder form, and it also, there it is, comes in a pill form. And what I like most about this product is that it takes an abnormal cell and makes it normal. This is harvested from a brown algae seaweed. Comes from the seaweed family, so you probably have heard of sea moss. This is kind of where we at. And this is harvested in its purest form. So when it gets to you, when you open this bottle, it hasn't touched the air not a one time until you open it.
Wow.
And in taking the abnormal cell and making it a normal cell, we see things where it plays a part in things, in illnesses like cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, if you have allergies, if you have sinus issues, autoimmune diseases, inflammation, tumor growth, fibroids, joint pain. I could go on and on and on and on. This particular seaweed is known as the ocean's immune system.
What is that called, Toy?
This called Z Radical.
Got it.
Z Radical with the letter Z, radical. And there's one very important nutrient that is in that seaweed called fucoidan. It's spelled Fucoidan, fucoidan.
Okay.
And what I like most about this particular seaweed is that as it goes through its environmental stresses, it has the ability to evolve itself towards the environmental stress. So
can we refer to this as a beverage? Because I'm trying to convince myself into checking it out. And every time you say seaweed, I'd be like, nah.
Nah, you have my attention.
Look, you knocked her out, clean out. Hold on.
Hey, George wants to know, can you mix it with alcohol? That's what George wants to know. He's trying to be PC, but she has my attention. So when she gets back, we definitely will ask that.
She got CB syndrome. She done knocked the computer off the desk.
Yeah. Shorty, if you shorter when you come back, that means you fell out your chair. We know who you've been watching.
Let's run her website across the screen, so if people want to.
I tried to, but I think you have it typed incorrectly or on the flyer or something. It doesn't come up.
Yeah, for sure.
Really? Because I went directly to it.
Okay, she's back.
Well, I tried.
Maybe you.
What did you do? Knock the computer off the desk or something?
I don't know. It just went away. I don't know what happened.
It went right on time with George Feelings. Okay.
So what is that website?
What's your website? Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to go to my website, you would go to lovewellness.youngevity with a y.com. So lovewellness.youngevity.com.
Now you know.
And then you'll be able to join the website. You can create a profile. And then it gives you the option. You can be a preferred customer. You can do auto ship. Actually, they even offer business opportunities where you can become a distributor. And in becoming a distributor, you get access to a lot of products. So one of them, you can get this Z Radical. You can get what is called a Healthy Start Pack, which I didn't get to that one, but that was the other one that I was going to tell y'all about. The Healthy Start Pack comes with all these minerals. So as he said, we needed these 90 essential nutrients. So you have vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, and fatty acids. And if you know about the essential fatty acids, that's just straight up heart health. That's your tissue. Your amino acids, that's, you got muscle, your cartilage, your ligaments, your tendons. What else? Let me show you. This one is called selenium, which is a very powerful trace mineral that's good for the heart and for the brain. I'll tell y'all, I had a friend that suffered from several mini strokes and did not know that he had the mini strokes. He went in for a checkup and was just talking about some things that had been going on with him. And when they went and did some testing, they realized that he had several lesions. So he had a lot of different mini strokes. Well, he didn't have any other symptoms. And I truly believe the reason why he didn't have those symptoms is because he was taking this selenium.
Oh, wow.
So that's good brain food right there. Yeah.
Good brain food.
All right,
exactly.
I'm gonna need a case of that. I want to order a case of that. CB, what's your address?
Okay.
Whatever.
That's funny.
But Toy, I did have a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Since you've been using the products, what differences have you seen in yourself? Since you've been what did you notice for what's the?
Well, for one, I could definitely say I'm not sick a lot. If you take the Healthy Start Pack in addition to the Z Radical, in fact, the Z Radical alone, people have seen results the first day, the first week. When I took this for the first time, I had a lot of joint pain, and I haven't had joint pain since.
Really?
Sign me up.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Yes,
Sign
I
me
keep
up.
this in the house. The kids drink it. I like the way it tastes. My mom drinks it.
Hey, when you fell off the air a while ago, Roger had a good question. When you fell off the air, he had a good question. He said, "Can you use that in a mixed drink?"
What was my question, George?
Can you use it in a mixed drink? I wouldn't drink it with soda. I wouldn't drink it with soda.
Say less.
Man, they talking about alcohol, mama.
Yeah, I know.
Two over there talking bottom of some other shenanigans.
I know. But if you love soda, don't drink it.
No,
it's not going to work.
Shit about carbonic acid.
I think you're being facetious because that's not realistic, guys.
Listen, sweetie.
Right.
You love biology. I love chemistry. I'm talking about the OH molecule. What's up with it?
What about people with arthritis? Would it help with arthritis as well?
I'm so glad you asked. Indeed, it would. So for your arthritis, one of the other items for the Healthy Start Pack is this essential fatty acids. So you have essential fatty acids, and this one is called glucogel. I don't know if, let me see. There it is, the glucogel. And these two alone, so in the case study of 90 days, there were about, I think it was 30 patients that were up for knee and joint surgery. One of the things about this is that if you have healthy stem cells within your system, then you can regenerate the joint. You can regenerate the cartilage. So in the case study, he started with ground up chicken cartilage because ground up chicken cartilage basically has the same components that we have in our joints. So within the first week, and these patients were reporting their progress daily. So within the first week, some were able to open pickle jars and have full range of motion. By the end of the 90 days, there was only one person that still needed the surgery, but everybody else was just fine.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of what we have going on can be reversed. I'm not making medical claims or anything. I'm not saying you can heal or be cured, but what I'm saying is if you have the building blocks, your body is more likely to recover itself.
Say it again.
On the low end, you definitely will see an improvement, especially with this, because this right here, this is the strongest wonder nutrient to date. In fact, it's proven so well after 800 case studies and clinical trials that it's impossible for it not to work, so much so that they're looking to the ocean for more health issues.
Yes.
Wow.
My mother can run 4 miles as a result.
Man, hold on.
Wow.
Look.
Listen. You know we from Missouri. It's a show me, baby. That is dope.
That is awesome. The interesting thing about you saying that is that
I am one for 4 yards.
I am originally from the Virgin Islands. And we have this thing where whenever we're sick, if we have a cold, whatever it is that's going on, and you go into the ocean, you spend that day out on the beach, by the time you're done, that cold is see you later, bye. I mean, everybody goes to the ocean. I mean, that's our thing. Here, you can't go to nobody's ocean because it's polluted with so much junk. By the time you come out, you're coming out with stuff. So
yeah.
Come out with extra stuff.
Exactly. So now I have to depend on herbs and all types of stuff. And rest in peace, Dr. Sabi. But I do have an herbalist that I do work with as well. But all of that sounds really good. I have a friend of mine, Kyle, that's on the line right now, and just you talking about the seizures and whatnot is like I'm sent everybody's coming your way right about now. I have my other friend Russell, he's also listening on the show. My mom is here for a reason too tonight. So it's interesting that I tapped into some people to get on here, not even knowing what you were showcasing, and it's beneficial to everyone. My mom is a 2-time cancer survivor, and we're back with it again now, and this seems like God sent. So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And I'll tell you something about that. Seizures, migraines, it starts with this right here, dementia, issues of the brain. We're talking about, how they say that, over time, as you sweat, you lose your nutrients. So you have to replenish. Okay. So for women, over time, we start facing osteoporosis, right? Because we don't have the calcium, we don't have the glucosamine, the chondroitin. Well, have you ever heard of osteoporosis of the brain?
No,
No.
not the brain.
Yes.
It exists. It exists. It exists. So this right here is a great start in conjunction with this selenium. And if you have a good organic multivitamin, now we need vitamins and minerals, they work hand in hand. And a lot of times in our supplements, we don't see that. And if we do, it's usually not organic. It's not plant-based. And that's what we have with just these few that I'm showing you. Cancer can shrink cancer cells within 72 hours. It can cause the cancer cell to self-destruct, cell apoptosis. And I'll tell you something about cancer. Cancer loves sugar.
Yes.
Cancer loves sugar. So you gotta walk away from the sugar. And I'll tell you, when you're looking at the cell cycle, in the cell cycle, you got the first stage is a growth stage. The second stage is an S2. DNA is being replicated and synthesized and copied and replicated. And then it goes into a third phase, which is a G2, which is a second stage of growth. But there's something about it. In between stages, there's a checkpoint. Now, the cells get to the checkpoint and they're like, oh, what we do now? Well, they're waiting for instructions to see what to do next. Are we going to grow in control? Are we going to grow out of control? What is it going to be? If they ignore the checkpoint, you have an overgrowth of cells, which now becomes a tumor, which can now become cancerous. This is how we see fibroids come about. So this right here, my friend was going in for surgery for fibroids. And she found out about this. And by the time she went for that last checkup before the surgery, those fibroids said, find me.
See, I had surgery last year, May. And if I had known about this, I probably wouldn't have had the surgery. But I have been suffering with that for many years. And when it came around in January, that thing did not go away. And that was the worst couple months of my life. And I was like, my doctor was like, if you do not get surgery, you will not be here next month. That's how bad my system was. My iron was shot, blood was shot, everybody was shot.
Mimi trying to get out these trips with us, but we ain't gonna let her.
Cell to cell communication.
So how often do you drink that Z Radical?
Good point.
So depending on your body weight, I would say per 100 pounds of body weight, you're looking at 2 to 4 ounces a couple of times a day. Now, the good thing about this, I didn't say this, but I'm gonna tell y'all, this has the components that mimics mother's breast milk. According to the stats, we know that children who have been breastfed versus children who have not been breastfed are more likely to be healthy or to develop a little better.
Roger,
a baby can drink
your thoughts.
Bottled titty juice.
See
these two right here.
See.
All I was gonna say was,
there's the underboob.
Here it comes.
Listen, George, I was gonna say, dude, I know she said it to us before, but until you can get that, did you get the? Okay, I see it right there. I was gonna say, make sure you run that. I have one of my oldest and best friends who's going to have surgery real soon because they found a mass on his kidney. Our families have known each other for 4 generations. I ain't trying to let this fool go. He's like a little brother to me. So I 100% want to pass this on. And me being who I am, of course, I stay pretty active. Definitely going to look into it. So we're definitely going to put it to the test. So, I mean, yeah, you're
well, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to have to cash out some Bitcoin.
George, looking at it.
Take out a small business loan. Hey, that bottle she holding in her hand, 32-ounce bottle, $60.
But you know what? If you think about it, what all it includes, if you buy multivitamins like I do, if you buy supplements like I do, we do. And again, I've been in a similar business, so I'm like this. Yeah. It's not even a thing. We go, okay, because the investment in your health and stuff like that, there can't be a price on it. I know a lot of people.
That's what I was about to say. Look, do you want to live or do you want to slowly die or just die?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die regardless. It's inevitable. I don't care how much health stuff you give me. I'm gonna die eventually anyway.
Well,
but
well, I tell you what, let them cells recycle and regenerate every 120 days, and you can get to 120. Like that's what it's designed to be, 120, and it's easy. And in fact, he didn't want to. The doctor did not want to lose his stats. He was like, all my patients gonna live past 100 and 120 if he has something to say about it. So, you know, this right here, this is a powder. It's called Tangy Tangerine. This is the multivitamin mineral supplement. What I like most about this is that all the bases are covered. If you're diabetic, it's okay. If you have a shell allergy, it's okay. The 90 essential nutrients are here. In addition to a plethora more of minerals. If you're diabetic, you need chromium and vanadium. It's there. And then if you don't like the powder, there's a pill. And
so you can almost really just
Roger,
get everything and spread the use of it across versus taking all these ounces per day. You can just not really take so much and take a little bit of it.
Exactly. All the cofactors have been covered. So, you know, if you go to like a GNC or a vitamin shop and you got your B's, your A, your vitamin D, your K, your E, you walk out of the store with all these different bottles in one.
Yes.
It's in one. And since you like to work out, here's your rebound. Endorsed by some ball players right here. This right here give you a whole bunch of natural energy. This is your natural organic Gatorade.
It must be green because your hand looks empty.
Oh, that's right. Let me see back so you can see it. It's called Rebound, and it's very good. I actually I give this to a lot of basketball players. There it is. Okay. Well, hold on.
That's because they totally got shit.
So are those? Is that a vitamin or is that a cream? Kind of.
What was that, Crystal?
Is that in vitamin form or is it a cream?
There it is. It's a canister of powder.
Oh, okay.
And there it is. And it also comes in a canned drink. Kind of reminds me of like an orange Fanta soda.
You just said, hey, can't nobody have no damn pop. Now you telling people
that's what it reminds me of. Oh, that's a good picture right there. That's what it reminds me of, though, and I really like this. So you have, to sum up, your Healthy Start Pack would have this. It would have, if I could grab it, this one. So you have your EFAs, you have your multi-mineral, you've got your glucogel for healthy joints, that one. And then if you want to turn your Healthy Start Pack into a healthy brain and heart start pack, then you want to add in your selenium. And if you just wanted to get started, definitely do your Z radical, and you can add the rest at a later date.
Yeah.
Now, there's one more that's not in the pack, but I want to bring it up because there's this latest craze about tightening your skin and getting a more youthful look. Collagen peptides.
Girl, I'm 29. You better go on with all that.
Do you see this face? Do you see this face? Okay, my age is a secret. Okay.
Hey, listen, I know us. Hey, that's excellent information. We're definitely going to ask. This is fantastic. And again, you have my personal interest because you're biology, I'm chemistry. I know this doesn't really have a lot to do with kind of what you're talking about, but you said you're kind of dabble in science. I'm just curious. Have you kind of kept up and followed some of the things that Terrence Howard has been talking about? I know some people are not hip to that, but he's a big science dude. He's more chemistry, But what are you thinking?
Baby.
He's chemistry and physics, right?
Terrence Howard is on point. He is on
Is he
point.
heavy? Is he heavy?
He is heavy, and he is down the rabbit hole. And there is one.
I just needed another science buff to go with me because I know some people are like, man, this dude is tripping. Listen, we got one right now. I just want to throw this out real quick. Gail is Harmon is like, I'm copping everything. So we're definitely
that's what I just showed it.
Yes, that's my friend. And for many years he's been going through a lot of issues, health-wise. So this is a great help. It's like we're always looking for that thing, that next thing to so this seems like it's it. I love it.
Just pass on the word for me. I mean, I'd greatly appreciate it. And when you go to that website, there's plenty to look at. There's plenty of information. If you just put my email up there as well for people to see, I'm gonna start an email series. And if people would like to participate in the email series, I'd be more than happy to send it out as soon as it's ready. Because I would like to consult with people a little more and in a little more detail about this, because I want to show you this list that I have. This list right here, just real quick, you see all of these words on this paper? I'm going to tell you what that is. For every deficiency, there's an ailment.
Yes.
I could just go down the list.
Yes.
I can just go down the list. And for those who are interested in the distributor side of this, I'm not lying. They do give out checks, okay? They do give out checks.
So, Crystal, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pass that number.
And you're helping somebody with their health. And when we're healthier, we're better, right?
That's right. And I need that collagen peptide, honey, because and Roger needs that collagen peptide too, because he also an actor. So we need to get all that.
We got to be in front of the camera and shit. We got to be all fly. Because I ain't trying to have, baby, you know me. I ain't going up under the knife, damn it. I'm fly.
I know.
You know what it is.
Let's go.
So, Toy, are you going to have any of this in Kansas City when you come, or do we have to just order it online?
Yes, you can order online, but I'd be more than happy to try to bring some with me if need be. But if you get on the auto ship, you're only paying your shipment one time. So your initial first shipment, you will pay for shipping costs. But if you keep it on auto ship, every shipment after that will be free.
Okay.
I like that.
So let's no doubt. Well, wait, Liz.
I'm gonna need this every month.
The information, this is so dope because we, in spite of all the goofiness, we try to get people on a different level, trying to live better. And I know each one of us has something to offer. Everybody doesn't want to do all the crazy stuff that I do, but also I think everybody has something that they're dealing with on a regular basis. And this is what's cool about this, because you pretty much just 86 all the excuses. Oh, well, I can't do this. Take this. I can't do that. Take this. So right there, you dispelled so much. So I love it.
That kind of piggybacks off of what our topic is tonight, like us competing with our younger selves. Right. So these products will enable me to beat my younger self. And so I'm really excited about that, because as you get older, you're thinking, I can run a mile. The spirit is willing, the body ain't. I'm winded to walk to the mailbox. But for me, a lot of my issues kind of originated back with COVID. And I had COVID, and I still have lingering things. Like usually when you have COVID, there's something that's left over that lets you know you had COVID. So I still have respiratory problems now. I get winded walking up the stairs. I get winded walking to the mailbox. I want to, push through that. And then also, vocally, my vocal cords were damaged during that time. And so I can't sing as well as I used to. But I'm working on it. But just to say, going up and down the stairs, I used to just dash up the stairs, no problem. Now I go up the stairs and I hear snap, crackle, and pop as I'm walking up the stairs. And that's something that I had to get used to and just really getting adjusted to the fact that we're growing older. You can have all the plastic surgery in the world. You can, do all the gimmicks and all the latest trends to try to stay young. But the inevitable at the end of the day is still happening. And that's something that can't be reversed. But I think these products definitely help us grow old gracefully rather than just be thrust into the lion's den where you just land there like, I followed and I can't get up, So I've been
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, can I speak on that for a second?
Yeah.
So asthmatics, when you have asthma, you're missing something called a prostaglandin. Maybe just a little deficient. Maybe the levels of prostaglandins are low. If they are low, your air sacs, your bronchioles, they're not opening and contracting like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can correct that, or even, you know what an IgE level is? Your IgE levels, this is what happens when you have allergic reactions, when you're getting the inflammation due to allergies. Your IgE levels is what causes you to itch and sneeze and wheeze. So in the case studies,
Thought it was my cigarettes.
Shut up.
when the 800 case studies,
anyway.
if you go to the National Library of Health, it's www.pubmed, pubmed.gov. You'll see in the case studies when this was introduced, even as something as simple as mice, their IgE levels got better. They saw significant improvement when the fucoidan was introduced. Your B cells, when you have more B cells, the diseases start going away. When you have less inflammation, this is anti-inflammatory. The diseases start going away. You mentioned Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi said you want to get rid of the disease, get rid of the inflammation.
The mucus, yes. Yeah.
So
my God, you have no idea what you done started. You done started a whole health thing over here. Roger's gonna be all up our asses.
I'm gonna be on y'all head. Hey, listen.
I just want some of that ocean line. That's all I'm just saying. I want some of that ocean line. So.
Oh shit, it's about to be on here. You about to take the cocoa ride.
I want that ocean line.
I tell you, in my household, I'm not saying that this is a cure for anything. I'm not making that type of medical claim, but what I can tell you is it just so happens that when this ends up being involved, things get better.
That's it. I love it.
Damn,
Good night,
I'm okay with better.
That sounds like talking to me.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
Ride on your team.
Yeah. So I thank y'all so much for having me on the show.
My joints need some love.
There's somebody so special that wants to say hi to y'all. She wants to say hello.
Say, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, put it on.
You know who it is.
Tell her to say hello.
Hi, Dan.
What's that? Yo, y'all see my beautiful daughter?
Let me tell you something.
Amazing.
I just want to say hi to you all. I'm
Listen.
good. How about you?
I thought about you the other day. I said, listen, I haven't been to Houston. I haven't had a proper Jack and Coke since I hung with you. Listen, what's really going on? You look great, though. You look great. It must be,
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all had drinks and I had nachos.
I know, right? I'm like, you over there like shady and paying attention. Ain't giving brother no information when I was down there, but I'm like, I'm gonna hold it against you now. I want all that good stuff and a Jack and Coke, damn it. But this is great. Oh,
Well, y'all look good. Everybody looks so good.
Kansas City in June.
Yeah.
Turn up.
We're excited.
I might be out of the country, but if I'm not, I'm coming through. Shoot, I'm gonna come through, rub some elbows. You know how I do. Shoot.
Okay.
You heard me.
We'll
hey,
be there.
Yeah, you know me. Mother's milk. Y'all know what it is. What?
You said you told about the Zeretica to keep you young.
Man,
See, I take this.
Yeah.
She's showing you this one. This is a different one. It's called plant-derived minerals.
And
This is
Zeretica.
just the minerals by itself. So it has a bit of a bitter taste, but the last person I spoke to about this plant-derived minerals, he challenged me and dared me to quadruple my dose every day and to let him know in 21 days what the results were. It's all natural. It can't hurt you.
Right.
You can't overdo it.
I'm gonna say like this.
That's why I can run 4 miles.
You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. While you run 4 miles, I'm gonna stretch and do some drills and all that. I'm gonna look at you because Roger runs fast. He doesn't run far. As long as we understand that, we could.
But I don't run slow either. I'm not the slowest
Hey,
runner.
listen. I believe that. Listen, I'm being 100% with you. You know what? If you run that far ahead of me, I'm just gonna tackle you and be like, "Oops, I failed," because I ain't trying to do all that. Listen, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, I've had practice. So. But anyway, I think I got to go. I just wanted to say hi.
It is great to see you guys. It really is. This has been super
Yeah.
important. That's dope. And again, I think we're all going to use it and help pass it on.
It's about to be on. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little my little account going, and then I'll just pull everybody in and
All right, yeah. We listen. Y'all know where to find me. Don't give me that. Anyway, that was so great. I mean, we could keep really drawing on, but because she mentioned the whole, let's real quickly. If you knew about this however long ago, we talking about competing with your younger self and all that. I don't like the term compete, but like, what would you do differently? And do you feel like people are still looking back going, dang, I need to do that? Or are you trying to take it to a different level being the age that you are? Because listen, no matter what you want to call it, 40 ain't 20. So like where's the happy medium on that? Because I don't want to necessarily compete with my younger self. I know more. I wish I knew then what I know now, but everybody says it. So in that, do you think people are trying too hard to do that as opposed to embracing where they are and going forward? Or do we just feel like, you know what, here I am, let me make the best of it? Because from what I see a lot of people that really are trying to compete with not only their younger selves, but people that are half their age. You shouldn't be in the same arena. You know what I mean? Gayle King is in Sports Illustrated. That is the damn disgusting. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but that ain't what you beyond that. Get your ass over
like
there.
you passed that, Gil. It's time for something else.
They just
Yeah.
I was surprised
I get it.
when I heard about that. I
think I would at first I would say it's a combination of both, because as we get older, the plan is for us to grow, and you can always elevate. So myself, I've let go of what I wish I would have done back then.
Right.
Going forward, it is read, invest in yourself, embrace the moment, embrace what it is, and create new possibilities.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
What say you, family? What say you?
I love it.
What about you, Aunt Diane?
I'm kind of like what she said. I agree 100% of what she said. And I also would say, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to stop things. It doesn't mean you have to stop trying.
Facts.
Don't limit yourself. Age is just a number. If you can do it, do it.
That's right.
And I can't let it stop me, for sure.
I'm gonna just tell y'all, I had a coworker one time that was 96 years old coming to work just because he wanted to. 96.
That part.
Wow.
96 with plenty pep in his step.
But a lot of people retire and they don't just want to sit home. They'll retire and get back to working, just because they don't want to sit at home and let themselves wither away. So
and like what Gayle King did, now I probably wouldn't do that, but I'm not gonna fault her for doing it. Because she's living her life. She's living her best life, and why not live? Enjoy yourself.
Gayle probably doing that because she took it for granted when she was young. She took it for granted when she was young, and she maybe she just want to
She didn't want to do it.
one last time.
She said she didn't
I'm
want
gonna
to
keep
do
it a
it.
buck with y'all.
I don't believe that.
Yell wasn't sexy when she was young. Now there are some people. Some people can get away with it a little bit
I didn't
older.
want to do it when I was young.
Gail ain't one of them.
But
Hey,
the thing
hey,
is,
I'm trying to keep.
I
Hey,
can't knock
man,
it though for
I'm trying to
doing
keep this a family show. I'm trying to keep this a family show.
Hey,
When did you want to keep it a family show?
That's okay. I know how to go with it. So
hey, she living her best life. Okay, if that's
Okay.
what she want to do. Now, if that's what you want, then by all means, do what makes you happy.
Right.
If it is, I'm about to go a week without taking a shower, then that makes you happy, then so be it. If you want to get in the car and roll the windows down and turn the radio up and harass everybody on the freeway and the traffic and move everybody out the way, if that's what makes you happy,
then so be it.
then do that until it moves you into the position of being great. That's what you do.
But the thing is, we're living in the era where everyone is on the hunt for the fountain of youth. You know, Ponce de Leon in the past was looking for the fountain of youth, found it didn't exist. But everyone is just chasing their youth, trying to recapture what they feel they've lost, or trying to, if you didn't feel you had a childhood or you didn't feel you had a youth, then you're trying to get what you never had. So everyone is on that quest for youth. And for me,
well, I heard. And for you?
And for me, if I had it to do all over, because I'm Generation X, and actually we all are. And being Generation X, we're just a different breed. And I know, like right now on TikTok, there's this thing going where this girl came for us and we didn't even send for her. But she was saying that Generation X make the worst grandmothers and the worst aunties because we're selfish. We don't help other people. We don't watch our grandkids.
We don't help stupid people.
Yeah, we're too busy living our lives and all this BS. And I'm just like,
well, she just generalized it. She generalized it. And we know that's not true at all.
Exactly.
That's not true. That's just her own validating herself opinion, you know. Even King James wanted to validate his opinion too, so he wrote his own version. He didn't want to listen to the Pope, so he wrote his own version.
It's a physical versus a mental. I think that's where the whole debate comes in, because of course physically we're not who we were 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but again, you also have learned so much, which makes us all wiser. So I think that's where the whole quote unquote competition comes into play, because obviously we're not who we were in our 20s or 30s, but we're so much further ahead in experience and knowledge and wisdom, because you can only get wise by experience. So I think the question stands to it's one of those, why are you competing with your younger physical self when your slightly more mature, wiser self knows better? And people are confusing the two. Listen, I had a damn good time in my 20s, but I probably shouldn't revisit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
I'm just trying to tell you. So
let's have fun and enjoy yourself.
Shit, I still do that now, like I said, but I also think about what Talisha's saying. Listen, if we look at some of our friends, I know we joke about kind of being banged up and all that. You have no idea how many of our peers, our age and younger, are in really bad shape. Can't get up, can't stretch, can't run. We're talking about all of these supplements and things like that. I have friends. I've lost friends that are younger than I am due to all kind of health issues, a lot. And I look at some now that look 20 years older than us, and they're not.
Yeah, you know what? And some of this comes from a mental prison. You know, some of this comes from a mental prison. I'm talking good thoughts, good health, bad thoughts, bad health. You stay angry at yourself or at the circumstance or at life or family or whatever too long.
Stomach hurt, headaches, all kinds of ailments.
Yeah, exactly. You're holding on to too much. It might be diabetes, so just have that in mind. And I think that might play a part in this. Are we, fighting with our younger self because we're looking back, and technically we're not supposed to look back. We're supposed to look forward. I mean, if the universe is constantly growing forward, why aren't we constantly growing forward? That's where we come from. Every element in the universe is within us. I wonder, why is that? Is it because somebody out there knew what we might need? So if you think about it, if you stay on the negative, bad vibe level, just know it might show up in your health 40 years.
Low frequency, mama. Low frequency, big time. You listen. You learn from your past so you don't repeat it, but you absolutely have to keep that frequency and that higher level of thinking. I couldn't agree more. I think about that all the time because, listen, if everybody here doesn't wake up in the morning and when you go to the bathroom, brush teeth and all that, listen, if you don't look in the mirror and slap your own ass, I get my own phone number sometimes. So you got to be positive. I'm just trying to tell you, you got to be positive about it, baby.
Yeah. It is mind over matter. It is, and that's important. And then also, and I always say it, you have to love yourself because true love starts with loving yourself. If you can't,
and that's a hard definition. That's a hard definition right there.
That's a whole subject for a whole nother time because we are running out. This is a show that I definitely need to repost. So we need to get off on time. so we don't go over and then we can't repost it and I'm gonna be really mad.
Okay. Mimi's kicking us off. T, love you. Ain't Diane? I'm chasing you, girl.
Thank you so much.
Love you all
Thank
too.
you.
Diane,
Thank
love
you.
you. Nice meeting you.
Love you too.
Thank you,
Peace
guys.
and blessings.
Thank you.
See y'all in about 4 weeks.
3.
Yep.
Yes.
We're on the countdown.
3.
Hey,
Yeah.
Love it.
We are gonna kick it. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, say your goodbyes. Toy, do you have any final remarks or anything?
I'm gonna say one love, God bless. Thank you guys for coming through. Toy, I'm sorry,
Yes,
go ahead, baby.
thank you. Peace and blessings. When you know better, you do better.
Yes.
Listen, the supplements come from the sea. All the minerals come from sea moss. Just listen. I'ma holler at y'all. Love y'all. Stay easy.
All right, Mimi.
Bye.
One love, God bless. See you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes,
As
George.
I always say, peace, love, and hair grease.
All right, Draco. Thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. You've been listening to CB and the Boys. We come to you every Wednesday as your midweek motivator, offering you music, motivation, conversation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. And of course, you got that, hopefully, and then some. Thank you so much to our lovely guest, Tarlisha Caldwell, and also her beautiful mom, Diane Caldwell. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone, don't forget to like us and subscribe. Don't forget to go to cbandtheboys.org. Also visit Toy's website.
Love Wellness. .youngjevity.com.
Yes, Love Wellness, youngjevity.com. It's going across the screen. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, same station. And we're talking about is staying for the kids best for the kids. So that's next week.
Let it be illusion.
Yes. And thank you guys very much. JC, look, everybody. Kyle, Trey, everybody. Thank you guys for coming through and hanging out with us.
Yep, as usual. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. We love you. Mwah.
CB and the boys have left the building.